Hello everybody, it is me, Miss Anna from the Quinn Street Project, and I am here for our last day of virtual drama. I am still super bummed that I am not in your classroom with you or in your multi-purpose room and getting to watch you thrive as an actor, but it is what it is. This is where we are. So I'm just gonna have to tell you through the camera that I'm incredibly proud of you. Thank you for playing along with me. I miss you and I hope to see you again very, very soon. So let's go over, this is lesson number 12. We've learned a lot. We've talked about a lot of things. We've been very busy and I want to kind of review some of the things that we have learned and worked on together. We know that we've been working on the sandwich swap, which is a great story about friendship and how to overcome assumptions that we make about even our best friends. We have talked about ensemble, which means together. We have talked about our 3 tools of an actor, which are our body, voice, and imagination. We have talked about pantomime versus tableau. Pantomime is a silent moving activity and a tableau is a frozen silent picture. And we have talked about how to use our voices, our belly voice, our chest voice, our nose voice, our head voice. We have talked about emotions and feelings. We have talked about dialogue and narrative. We have talked about improvisation. We've talked about tech and design. We have talked about the beginning and middle and end of a story. We've talked about being on a stage with an audience, and we've practiced and rehearsed. We have done so much, and so much of it has happened on these videos, and I hope that you've been having fun following along with me. I've actually been having fun making them, but I do miss seeing you all terribly. So normally if I'm in your classroom, what I have with me are evaluations. What that means is there are about 5 questions on the front and then 2 more on the back. It's usually a piece of paper. And I give it to you and there are questions on it that ask you some of the stuff that I just reviewed with you. What's a tableau? What's a pantomime? What are our tools of an actor? So what I'm gonna do instead is we're still gonna evaluate because you still have accomplished something, right? We've still had 12 lessons altogether. And we still want to know what you learned at the end of it. So down in the description box down below is going to be a link to a Google form, and it's going to ask you some questions. And if you have to have a grown-up help you, go ahead and have a grown-up help you. But I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible so that you can tell me what you learned. And I'm not trying to trick you. I'm not trying to test you even. It's just a way for me and for the Quinn Street Project to understand how these lessons worked out for you so that we can see how to do better in the future. So that is what I'm gonna tell you about that. So today normally would be your performance day. It's a very special day. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is, because this is your performance day, because this is your last drama class with me, unless you go back and watch all the videos over again, which is totally fine. But today that I'm recording this, is a special day, right? It's your performance day. So what I would like you to do is I want you to think about what character you play, what your character does in the story. I want you to hit pause. Don't hit pause yet. You're gonna hit pause. When you do, when I am paused, you are going to go into your closet or whatever, wherever your clothes are stored, and you're gonna find something that makes you feel like that character. Maybe it's something, oh, sorry, that's my multitasking. Anyway, you're gonna find something that makes you feel like that character. So imagine you're the costume designer that we talked about in lesson, I think that's lesson 10. So, rude, washing machine is rude. So imagine you're a costume designer, put something on so that you feel special, so that you feel like you're your character today. And I want you to do the rest of this class in your, I probably just should have waited until it was done. It's fine. So I want you to feel like you are your character, okay? So hit pause and go get your costume ready to go. And you're back. Great, welcome back. So here we go. Let's go ahead and warm up. We have our body, voice, and imagination. We're gonna turn on that imagination, turn it on. Show me your dials, show me your knobs, show me your switches. Awesome, look up at the ceiling. Reach up for that thing you want on the ceiling. Reach your one hand a little higher and switch, and switch, and switch. Reach both hands up, drop your fingers, drop your wrists, drop your elbows, drop your shoulders, shoulders back up, breathe in. Drop your shoulders, up and in, out and down, up and in, out and down. Fabulous. We are going to get out our giant imaginary crayons, put them on your head, draw me some big circles on the ceiling. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And freeze and draw them in the other direction. Thank you, you're doing great. As usual, and back up to the middle. Take your crayon off of your head, break it in half, put half on this shoulder, half on this shoulder. Draw your circles forward, and forward, and forward. Good, freeze, and draw them back, and back, and back. Beautiful, take your crayons off of your shoulders, and put them back together, and put them away and say, see you next time. Beautiful. Hands on your waist. Puff your chest forward like a superhero. Back like a supervillain. Superheroes. Supervillains. Superheroes. Supervillains. Good, superheroes, and give me a big pose. Ready? 3, 2, 1, freeze. And supervillains, and give me a villain pose. Ready? 3, 2, 1, freeze. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's go ahead and do our box of string. Ready? Open it up. Take a piece out. Give it a lick. Stick it to your nose. Take another piece out. Lick it. Stick it to your forehead. Take another piece out. Lick it. Stick it to your chin. Take another piece out. Lick it. Stick it to your cheek. Take another piece out. Lick it. Stick it to your other cheek. Close your box. Put it away. Gather up all your strings. Pull your face forward. And up. And down. And this way. And that way. And all around. Other way. And forward. Very good. Shake off all those extra strings. Make your face really, really big. 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 Good. Relax. Blow out your lips. Add some sound. Good, let's throw a baseball of sound. Beautiful. Football. And basketball. Beautiful. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Da-da-da-da. Go-go-go-ga. Ba-da-ga. Ba-digga. Ba-digga, ba-digga, ba-digga-ba. Pa-pa-pa-pa. Ta-ta-ta-ta. Ka-ka-ka-ka. Pa-ta-ka. Pa-ta-ka. Pa-ta-ka, pa-ta-ka, pa-ta-ka-pa. Ba-digga, pa-ta-ka, ba-digga, pa-ta-ka. Lovely. Pa-ta-ka, ba-digga, pa-ta-ka, ba-digga. Lovely, good work. Unique New York. Unique New York. You know you need. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. You know you need. Unique New York. Well, after 12 weeks, how'd you do? Getting there? Did you get there? I bet you did. And if you didn't, you're gonna go back and try it again, and you're gonna get it that next time. Fantastic work. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Beautiful work, my friends. Now, another thing that I would normally do right about now is I would say that we can play one game of our choice. Usually that popular choice is like Wax Museum. And I'm not sure that I've played that game on these videos. I may have a couple weeks ago, but There's definitely other videos with Wax Museum, but if there's any other game or any other video you want to watch to get warmed up, to get in the character, go for that now. Pause, come back. You're back? Great, welcome back. Okay, so performance time. I got all dressed up for you. It's a special day. It's your last day of drama. Let's have fun, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna also I'll link your final survey, your last evaluation, and I will also link the text to this story in the description, so right below. You should be able to find both, so that if you want to be reading along or if you want to be your own narrator, that's fine too. If you've got a pet that you have acting in the show, my pet is not interested in acting in the show. She is asleep. So, you know, what are you gonna do? So, but maybe your pet is more game for doing theater. So I'm gonna read the whole story. I'm gonna try not to stop and start too much because I want you to feel like we were having the flow of the performance. But go ahead and pick who you are, pick tableaus, pick pantomimes, use your emotions, use your tools that we have built together. All right, so here we go. Here is our performance. So normally I would say, so gather around, get your grown-ups or whoever, your dog, cat, your lizard, I don't know. And I'll say, hello, my name is Anna Smith and I am the executive director of the Quinnen Street Project, and we bring theater education to the West Contra Costa Unified School District. And I've been working with your little young actors for 12 weeks. We've been learning about body, voice, and imagination, and we have been using those tools to bring stories to life. So what I'm gonna say is we have been working on The Sandwich Swap by Her Majesty Queen Rania Al Abdullah. Okay, so my actors, go ahead and get ready. Show me actor neutral, which means we're standing on both of our feet, our arms are by our sides, we're ready for anything. Here we go. It all began with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it ended with a hummus and pita sandwich. Salma and Lily were best friends at school. They drew pictures together. They played on the swings together. They jumped rope together. And they ate their lunches together. Awesome, great work. But just what they ate was a little different. Lily ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every day for lunch. Salma ate a hummus and pita sandwich every day for lunch. And although Lily never said it out loud, she thought Salma's sandwich looked weird and yucky. She felt terrible that her friend had to eat that icky chickpea paste every day. Ew, yuck. And although Salma never said it out loud, she thought Lily's sandwich looked strange and gross. She felt just awful that her friend had to eat that gooey peanut paste every day. Ew, gross. Then, one day, Lily just couldn't hold back those pesky thoughts any longer. Your sandwich looks kind of yucky, she blurted out. What did you say? Salma asked, thinking she must have misunderstood her friend. I said, your sandwich looks yucky. Salma frowned. She looked down at the thin, soft bread, and she thought of her beautiful, smiling mother as she carefully cut Salma's sandwich into 2 neat halves that morning. Her feelings turned mad. Yeah, well, your sandwich looks gross and it smells bad too, Salma snapped back. Lily looked surprised. She sniffed the thick, squishy bread and she thought of her dad in his silly apron, whistling as he cut Lily's sandwich into 2 perfect triangles that morning. Her hurt feelings turned mad. Lily scowled. It does not smell bad. Does too. Ew, yuck. Ew, gross. That afternoon, the friends did not draw pictures together. They did not swing together, and they did not jump rope together either. The next day, Salma ate her lunch at one table and Lily ate her lunch at another. Meanwhile, the peanut butter versus hummus story had spread, and everyone began choosing sides. Each side had something not so nice to say to the other. Peanut butter breath, chickpea brains, jelly heads, garlic breath. Pretty soon, the rude insults had nothing at all to do with peanut butter or hummus. You're weird. You're stupid. You look funny. You dress dumb. And then it happened. Somebody yelled, "Food fight!" Peanut butter and hummus sandwiches and other lunch favorites began flying back and forth between both sides of the lunchroom. They stuck to the walls, they stuck to the ceiling, they stuck to the lunch lady. When all the sandwiches were gone, pudding cups and applesauce and carrot sticks took flight. Salma and Lily looked at one another from across the rowdy, splattered room. They both felt ashamed by what they saw. They both felt really ashamed when the principal called them into her office after they had helped clean up the mess. The following day, Salma set her lunch down across from Lily's. The two girls nibbled on their sandwiches in silence. Finally, Lily got up the courage to speak. "Would you like to try a bite of my peanut butter and jelly?" Salma grinned. "Sure, why not? Would you like to try my hummus and pita?" Lily laughed. "I'd like that." On the count of three? Okay, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Hey, this is delicious. And this is heavenly. The girls giggled and hugged and traded sandwiches. After lunch, Salma and Lily met with the principal again. This time, they were there to suggest a very special event for the whole school. And they threw a big international food fair. Show me that you're eating all those delicious foods. Fantastic. And that's how it all began, with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and ended with a hummus and pita sandwich. And what do you all say? You say, the end. Good job, everybody. Give yourselves a round of applause. Oh my goodness. Fantastic work, everybody. Again, I am so sad I'm not with you in person, but I'm so proud of you from far away. So give yourselves one more big round of applause. And remember, we put one hand on our tummy, one hand behind our back. We look down at our shoes. Are our shoes tied? And we come back up. Yes, they are. Lovely bowing, and clap for your other classmates too. All right, everybody. So I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to think, what's something that you learned in drama? Okay? Think about what that thing is. And you're going to put it in your evaluation. All right? Thank you so much for playing with me. I miss you. I love you. I send you all my best health and safety wishes in the whole world. And I hope to see you next school year. Bye.